You know what this shirt makes me feel like? 101 Dalmatians, okay? A lot of you have been asking me for makeup tips, how to put on makeup for gray hair, and so I figured it was time to do an updated makeup tutorial for gray hair. Most of the makeup I'm using is new, at least to me. Some of them are new releases that I got in as a PR. Some of them are new, not new makeup, but they are new to me. If you do have a request for a makeup tip and you want me to go in depth with it, if I can help you, I will make that video. Without any further ado, let's get on with the do. So let's start with skin, because that is the most important part of prepping your face for makeup. Without moisturizing properly, your makeup is just gonna look really patchy and clinging to all the dry spots and stuff like that. So I've been using CAUDALIE for the past month, and I really enjoy using this cream moisturizer. It's the VINOPERFECT Brightening Moisturizer. I really like it for under makeup for my daytime skincare. So after I do that, actually I usually put on the eye cream first and then put on the moisturizer, but this time we're going the other way around. I'm going to use the Mercier Illuminating eye cream. This one came in a PR. It's pretty new to me. I think I've only used it once before, but it has a very cool kind of iridescent sheen to it, and I haven't really used this a whole lot, so I can't, this is not about a review, so I'm not going to give you a review on it. I like any kind of eye really moisturizing under eyes, so I like my eye creams for sure. I think I am way overdue for a skincare video, which is coming really soon, and I've been getting requests about it on Instagram. If you're not following me there, please follow me there. I do a lot of fun looks there, and if you like colorful, bright, fun makeup, I do videos and tutorials there too, so join me. I usually use an SPF that's 30 and over, and I've been using this by First Aid Beauty. This one's called Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen. So it has a tint to it, which is nice, and then I just put it on all over the skin, and it has zinc oxide. I'm going to use this Origins Pretty in Bloom. This is a Fenty sponge, beauty sponge, and I'm wearing the shade light medium, which is actually too light for my skin right now. I think maybe in the winter time, well, I think even for winter it's kind of light. Full coverage makes my skin look too dry, and it emphasizes pores and things like that. So I like to go with a foundation that's more sheer or medium to sheer coverage. Some days I like more coverage than others. This is definitely a sheer coverage foundation. It's not very full coverage. So I'm gonna put NARS now on the areas that I want to, you know, there's a little bit of darkness, like discoloration here. It's not discoloration, it's just like a shadow that I like to put concealers on that area. And of course, right here where I have the most dark. And what I do is I put it in the inner corner, and then just whatever I have on the sponge, I move it to the end of my eye there, on the outer part. A little bit of discoloration here. It's a little bit more brown. So when I put this on, I'm not trying to make my skin look like super bright here. The color I use is not that much brighter than my actual skin tone. It's only maybe a shade or two brighter. I don't go way too light, because when I do that and I get too light under this area, it just makes the skin look even worse. It pronounces the fine lines. So nowadays I only put as much as I really need, and I feel like this is all is needed to conceal the under eye discoloration. And if you have really deep dark circles, I would recommend doing a small color correction right in the areas you need it. Use a peach tone concealer, or even like a peachy tone lipstick works too. You can just put it right under, on top of the areas that you really need. Just this tiniest amount. You don't need a lot, just a little bit, and then put your concealer on top of that, it's gonna make it look so much brighter and nicer. And you don't need to go with a really deep red color lipstick. If you want to try the lipstick, just stay with a peachy tone, because if you put too much color correction under your eyes, it's just gonna look pink, and then you're gonna keep putting more concealer on top of it. And the more product you put underneath your eyes, it's just gonna emphasize the fine lines and wrinkles. It's just not gonna look good. So the less is more, definitely. I'm just using this to brighten this area. And you can see this is only probably 2 shades. Maybe 2 shades, maybe 3. Maybe 3 shades? I don't know, maybe 2 shades? I'm not sure. But the color is 2. So I would say I would probably wear a 3 or 4 in this brand. So I would say it's 2 shades lighter. And what I'm gonna do is just put this in the areas that I want brightened. I don't know why I can't speak today. I have been dragging my feet. Just after 2 o'clock, I'm done. And it has to do, I think, a lot with homeschooling. It has to do a lot with, I'm trying to homeschool and work and do, cook 3 meals. I never cooked 3 meals before. Maybe 1. Now I'm cooking like all day long, and it's exhausting to me. I can work and edit all day and I'm not exhausted like that, but cooking, it just takes so much out of me. I don't know why. So I feel like that did a really good job brightening the under eyes without having to put too much product. Again, you can still see my skin, but I've covered some flaws here. I have accomplished something. This Laura Mercier under eye powder has become my favorite. Actually, I've been using it for a couple of, I want to say a couple of months, maybe a month and a half. And I really, really like how it looks under the eyes. I'm just gonna use the same sponge I had before, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of it. I'm just gonna actually tap it on my hand because I don't want to over powder under my eyes. This is really a it's finely milled powder. It keeps the under eyes nice and bright. Again, I'm not baking, I'm actually tapping it to the back of my hand. I don't want to bake my under eyes. I don't bake my under eyes unless it's like a special makeup look that I'm doing, and I know that maybe my concealer will crease a lot, then maybe I would do bake under my eyes, and I would bake with something that is as fine as this powder. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna list everything that I'm using on my face in the description box so you can find out what the products are, and I will link them out to, you know, the stores that they're available at. But this one's called Secret Brightening Powder, and it's really nice under the eyes. It doesn't cake the skin, it just goes on really nicely. I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and this is not new at all, and it's not new to me, but I didn't have a new powder, so I'm just gonna use this. I'm just using a Sephora powder brush, and I'm gonna, again, put this in on my brush. Sometimes I put it even on the cap, so I take the excess off, and even sometimes I might even go like this if you don't have a cap or you need to tap off some more. And what I do, I only put this powder on my T-zone, on my cheeks where I have more oily areas. Some days I don't even powder my skin. So it just depends on your day. Like if you are, right now since it's hot, and I've noticed that I need to powder more because I look more oily. The oils of my skin are coming through more, and I get hotter with the hot flashes and everything else. So I feel like I need to powder my skin, but some days I just don't. I'm gonna use this bronzer from NARS, and again, I'm gonna put the name of everything that I'm using in the description box. I put it on the high parts of my cheekbones, and I just kind of circle this around and to my neck. I'm using the Sigma brush. It's called F27 Iconic Bronze Brush. Run it all over the skin where the high points of my face is, and then just kind of run it down here. I'm not trying to contour or anything like that. All I'm doing with this bronzer is adding color, adding warmth to my skin. And make sure you run this bronzer along your hairline and really get into this area. And already you can see so much warmth is added just by doing this. And I'm really, these NARS bronzers are really pigmented. So all I'm doing is tapping like this and then doing this. I'm not really swirling my brush into the pan. And you don't want to forget your ears. We're trying to look like we went to an island somewhere. Now this is a matte one. This is better to use for contour, and this one's called Laguna Matte. They have a regular Laguna, I believe, and this is the Laguna Matte. And the matte is better to use as a contour shade. So if you are doing a contour, you can use just a matte one. The other one has a little bit of sheen to it, so it's good for overall bronzing. So I'm gonna take that matte, and you see how much it's so pigmented. I literally just tap this. So what I'm doing is just focusing on my cheekbone and going up, really buffing it out to make sure I don't have any lines on this area. Okay, so you really blend that in and you just stay within this area. So and I'm really being very light with, I'm not pressing hard. First I place the color. I'm just gonna buff it out and then bring it up. And if you wanna kind of chisel the under your neck too, just make your jawline look more pronounced. Because I have, this area is a little bit wider, I like to put some contour shade here. Again, I'm not trying to look like I have a nose job. I just, whatever I have on my brush, I just run up and down so it doesn't look like I have like brown nose here and then the color stops right here. I just kind of, just whatever I have on there, I take it up and down. But the main focus is the wider part of my nose to make it more narrow. I'm gonna be using the Haus Labs Stupid Love eyeshadow palette. This is Lady Gaga's brand. And I love it that she put her picture. So cool. So I'm just gonna put a concealer on my eyelids and hope for the best. Usually I do prime my skin with eyeshadow primer because I have oilier eyelids, but you know, I'm just gonna use a concealer today. This one is a little bit not as dewy. It dries down matte. That's why I'm using it. And I am using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer. This is the concealer I'm using. First, I'm gonna take this beautiful, beautiful pink shade. I have a brush. I know you guys have been curious about the brushes I use for my eyeshadow. And I'm using the tapered crease brush. And this is a Sephora brush, Sephora collection brush. You know what? Let me get you closer to me. You know what? Let's just get closer, darling. I'm gonna get you closer because I want you to really see how pretty this color is. Then I'm gonna take this brown shade, this one here, and they all have names. This one's called Stupid Love. The one I put all over my lid is called Plastic Doll. This brown one is called Stupid Love. Ah, these two go together so well. Like they were match made in heaven. That brown just really goes. It looks so much more brown in the pan, but it looks more mauvey brown when you put it on the lids, on top of that pink. Ariana and I are big fans. We're a huge fan. Ariana loves to dance to her songs. I play it before. She loves to do like dance parties before her class starts, and we either put that on or like a Lady Gaga song on or something that she could dance to. She loves to dance. I'm gonna put that color right under here too. Stupid Love. This here what we're going to do is put darker color in there. And I like to put this color in. Oop, where'd it go? The shade right here. Put this right here when I have that droopiness happening. And then make a little V. A little upside down, sideways V. Right there. Okay, we're gonna buff that in. We are buffing in, so it doesn't have harsh lines. And you know, I just realized that I didn't do my eyebrows because sometimes I just forget to do my eyebrows, and I just like to do my eyebrows now. Let's do my eyebrows, okay? So this is a new product from Milk Makeup. It actually came out, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and it's kind of a strange looking fella here. This looks like it's a brush, but it really isn't. It's actually like a felt tip point here, and it looks like you could draw eyebrow on your face, I mean on your brows. In the beginning it was kind of a learning curve for me to use this because I didn't know how much pressure I should be putting on, but finally I kind of got a hang of it, I think. So what this does is actually fills in the sparse areas and actually tints your brows too. With this, it does both jobs at the same time. I don't need to use a colored brow gel like I usually use. And if you want to see my brow tutorial, you can watch that. I have a video on that. I'm gonna put it here so you can watch it. And I have some gray brow hairs here, and it's gonna cover all of that. And I'm using the colored Dutch. That milk one doesn't really work for the tip of my brows. It's too light for it. Now, I don't know if I used a darker color, if it would help, but right now, today, I cannot tell you that I like it for the tip of my brows. I just can't live without my sparkly under eyes, or eyes. And so I must introduce something like this beautiful shimmery color. And that shade is called Sour Candy, but it's more chunky color. It's I don't know about that color. It just keeps going into the, it's a beautiful shade on my finger, but when I put it on, it doesn't come off. I really had to dig deep to get this color to work. Come on, Gaga. Oh, I'm really digging in. This guy is not really giving me the payoff I like. It looks gorgeous on my fingers, but once I put it on, it just kind of becomes like, doesn't come off. It doesn't come off right. Let me try a brush. That is a shame because I really like that color. Let's see, maybe with the brush it works better. Usually shimmers work well when you put it on with your fingers, but not sure why this doesn't. Yeah, I'm not sure about that color. It's not coming off right. I kind of like this shade. Let's try this shade, this shimmer shade. Let's see if all the shimmers are like that, or is it just that one? Okay, this makes me kind of sad. Okay, this the shimmers in this are kind of chunky. I mean, I don't know, maybe I know it's not me because I do this all the time with shimmers. I am not pleased with the shimmers, but the mattes are really nice, but the shimmers aren't working for me. And I got it all over here, which my fingers didn't even go down there. I know that I used this one in that video that I did for my Instagram, and this color came out really nice. The Fun Tonight, this shade. So I don't know if it's because of the shade. The shade is like that, or I'm not sure why it's coming off like this. It's moving in the pan. I'm pressing so hard because I'm hoping that I would get a payoff out of this because it looks so pretty on my finger. But when I put it on, it just kind of doesn't, well, now it is because I dug my finger. It looks a bit chunky. And this was not supposed to be a review of this palette, but when I'm feeling chunkiness, I gotta say it, you know? You know, I like the matte color. Look, the matte looks so good in the inner corner. But then put the shimmer on top of it. No, I'm just not in love with the shimmers. Gaga, I love you, but the shimmers are not working for me for this palette. All right, actually now looking at this eyeshadow look, I think I'm gonna go with this blush. This is the, and I would usually put this on just if I have my foundation on, I just go right in with a blush before I powder my face, before I set my face. But today, since I did this look and I'm really looking at this going, really want you on my cheeks right now, girl. Really do. So what I'm gonna do is put this on with the brush so it's not as intense. Did I tell you what the name was? I don't even know. It's Fenty Beauty. It's called Drama Class. And this is a new cheek out blushes, the cream blushes that Rihanna brought out. I just realized this is like a celebrity beauty tutorial. I should do like a celebrity makeup tutorial. makeup tutorial, yeah. Look how pretty this is on the cheeks. Looks so good. It makes the cheeks look so glowy and so good. I might put a little bit of that here to kind of tie in the look. And I do like to put a little bit of blush on my forehead to tie in the look, and on my chin too. I like putting blush there. I don't know. It's the 80s thing in me. My lashes are doing that. They're splitting. Stop splitting apart. Okay. Yes, this mascara is amazing. It's so amazing. It just like, I can keep going on and on. Every layer I put, it just gets better and better. I'm using Gerard Cosmetics lip pencil. This one is called Sugar and Spice. It's probably one of my favorite colors in her lip liners. I actually really love their lip liners. This is by Lawless. It's called, what's this color? Fawn. I would never use this kind of lipstick now, but with this eye look, I feel like it looks really good. And I would never use this kind of lip color without lining my lips because my lips would disappear. But with a nice brown mauve lip liner, this looks so good. I love this color. Actually, it's such a great combination with that Sugar and Spice lip liner. It's like they were made for each other, darling. I kind of miss doing makeup looks on my channel. I feel like I don't do them as much as I used to, and I really want to do that. So if you want to see more makeup looks for gray hair, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what kind of colors or what kind of looks you'd like to see. If you have seen anything on social media or on YouTube that you'd like me to recreate for gray hair, let me know in the comments below. Actually, I wasn't gonna use this. I was just gonna end this video, but I kind of want to use this spray. It's called Light Velvet Air, and it's to take away shine, which I wouldn't want to take away any shine on my skin. I like dewy skin, but I just kind of want to test this out. Ooh, it's wet. I need a fan, darling. I need a fan. Do you have a fan? I don't have a fan. I feel like it did mattify a bit, although it didn't completely mattify because I still feel some of the, I see some of the shine there. It says mattifying, right? Yeah. It says light velvet spray. It's supposed to, oh, it's shine control. Shine control refreshing spray. So if you wanted to control shine on your skin, if you have oily skin, or if you're, you know, throughout the day you put makeup on and the oils in your skin come out and you want a refresher, I guess this would be a good one to use. My skin looks freshly powdered. Actually, I didn't put any highlighter on today. This is all highlighter that's happening with that drama class, the Fenty blush that I used. It makes your face glow. But not bad. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this spray. I just want to try it and see how it looks on the skin. It looks like it just made my skin look more freshly powdered, but not matte. That was a long video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram too, and like and subscribe to this channel. And let's become one happy family on social media and here and everywhere. Be safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.